the 1980s, when little suitcases like this one held all our music on cassette tapes. Would we like to have this technology back? Well, it seems somebody thought there would be a big enough market to recreate the 80s technology. Look at this beautiful tape-playing radio right here. Looks almost like one my mother had in the 1980s and 90s, except hers was a Silver National. Retro wireless speaker, radio, cassette recorder, FM radio, USB micro SD slot, headphone jack, classic 80s style, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I love that design, I must say. Just this price, I don't know if I like that so much. So let's just see if we find another listing for it. Well, here's one for 1068, which is the best I can find right now. Let's just have a quick look at the user manual. What I just want to make sure is, can I digitize my tapes with it? Cassette tape and recording. Record, press together with play button to start tape recording. Tape can be recorded from radio, Bluetooth, built-in microphone, USB and SD device. Alright, but yeah, I wanna record onto the SD, micro SD card device. Recording to tape from radio, Bluetooth. Alright, yeah, I would. Again, it's to tape. Yeah, here we go. Record button, recording from tape. Select tape mode, press record button, LED indicator will be flashing rapidly. Recording is in process. To finish recording, press record button again. Select music mode to listen to the previous recorded track. And it says number 16 is USB SD record button. Where is that? Number 16 is the small button. It is not the tape buttons, there are the tape operating buttons. These are separate buttons for the SD card. We'll remember which one. Number 16 is in the middle. Yeah. Alright, well, it seems it can digitize my tapes, because that is the only reason I would get one. If I got one, I suppose this video will be boring if we don't get one. So, ladies and gents, our subject in question has arrived. Well, actually, it has arrived a while ago already, and I've been using it a few times. Let's have a closer look. Now, first of all, powering it on. Yes, it can take batteries by the looks of it. However, it also takes a USB-C cable, and that's what I've been using off of a power bank. And I must say I was pleasantly surprised. I thought because it's mechanical, it would gulp up all the power in the power bank really quickly. Instead, no, it seems the power bank can last for hours and hours, even if you play tapes. Now, how you work it, of course, is there's a stop eject that you press, then this hatch slowly opens. In here is where you can put your tape in, upside down, with the tape at the top. Close it. Now, how you work it, of course, make sure your power bank is actually on. If it needs to be woken up or something, here is the power switch. Switch it to on. Mode needs to be on tape to play tapes. And we press play. And there's the volume. And bass and treble. Let me just see what else have I. I don't want to play too much of one song for copyright reasons. Richard Clayderman, Love Is. Oh, this tape is at its end. Yes, it takes a bit of a while to learn how to work this again and what is what. Yeah, you just have to work this thing slow. Yeah, of course, to do the SD card digitizing. You see, there goes in your, well, that's for a USB stick, and that's for a large SD card or an adapter if you want to use a small SD card. The only thing I don't like so much about it is, look at this now. These tiny little buttons are to work the SD card now. I mean, even on camera, I'm trying to come as close to them as I can. You can still not really make out what is written on them. But I remember this center one. That is to record, if you want to record tape or radio to the SD card. The rest I cannot read. That is out for this hole, yeah. That's a line out for earphones, or if you want to connect it to better speakers. Yeah, you cannot really see what's going on there with the naked eye. You'll need a dressed eye. No, you just need to learn which is which. Maybe color them with ink or paint or something for yourself. Because that is tiny, tinier than, what is that? Tinier than a quarter of a pinky nail. Yeah, here of course is the tuning. We didn't look at the tuning knob. And then here on the front you can see, of course, it's moving when you turn the tuning knob. I love the look of it. Let's listen to a last one. What else do we have? Songs of Christopherson. I remember I used to like this tape. Alright, that's this radio bass cassette play Bluetooth something. Yeah, this radio doesn't really have a name, but who needs a name? It's my boombox, baby. Now I can listen to all the old hits again. Now you, like, subscribe, and comment, why don't you?